Hey, welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'm Lee, and in this video we'll be unpacking the Warcry Seraphon card pack. So here we go, here's the Warcry Seraphon card pack, and these card packs are still available, and you can still find them for most of the ones that were released. There's a few that are difficult to get now, but the Seraphon one is in stock as I'm making this video, and I'll put a link to Element Games where you can pick it up and save up to 20% discount there too. So I'll put that link in the description for you. In this video, we'll open the pack, we'll take a good look at all the cards and have a run through of the abilities. And if you want to see these matched up to some miniatures and some fighters, then check out my other video where I've done the Saurus Knights and shown how I build a warband with the Saurus Knights, and also the models that came with the Underworlds set, the Starblood Stalkers. Right, let's get these open and see what's inside. And the good thing about these cards, you can still use them, they're still playable. So even though all the books have come out for the supplement books for the Grand Alliances, you can still use these cards, but just check for any updates in them. But here we go, here's the contents. Let's tip them all out. That's everything. Let's get rid of that. So on the back of the cards, you get the faction rune mark. And this one looks great, looks really good. And then we'll have our duplicates here. So if you're playing like the same fighters, you've got like say 5 of the same fighters but only 1 fighter card, then you really need these duplicates here. And then running through, looks like we get quite a lot. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 different fighter types. So we'll go through those and look at them individually in a minute. And then we get our ability cards, and on the back of the ability cards it's got all the different fighter types, and so it's not going to have as many as you get in the Grand Alliance books. So in the Sentinels of Order Grand Alliance supplement book for Warcry, it's going to have pretty much every fighter that you can use in Warcry, but the card packs come with a nice selection, and this is usually enough to get you started. So, and it comes in all different languages. So you see we've got the English and then loads of different languages. But we don't need those, so let's put those out the way. And in the video we'll just focus on the English one. And then on the back you'll see it's got all the different abilities that they can use. These ability cards also include any leader abilities, but I'll just show you the Sentinels of Order book because, I mean, these are so good. They've opened up all the miniatures from Age of Sigmar that you can use in Warcry and given you all the stats. And so one book's going to have pretty much all the factions you can use from each Grand Alliance. And I've done videos for each of these books, so if you're interested in checking those out, they'll be on the channel. But let's take a look at the Seraphon. They're on page 56. And I'll just show you how the book differs to the cards for abilities. So, I mean, you always get like this nice introduction and narrative and telling you what the Seraphon or whichever faction you're looking at are doing in the 8 points and how they fit into Warcry. But here's the page that's going to be very different to this one. So you can see you've got a lot more leader abilities. Whereas here, there's just the one, which is the double. But here you've got lots more. And this is because it opens up all the different miniatures and fighter types. So here you've got loads of options that you can use for leaders, and they're all going to have different abilities and different styles of play. So that's going to certainly be more up to date, but it's also going to give you more options than the card packs. But that's not to say you can't use the card pack still, and certainly if you're building like a warband with fighters that are featured in the card packs, then it's well worth getting. It saves you photocopying this or printing it off and things like that. So just to bear in mind, there's a lot more content in the books, but the cards are still playable. Let's run through the fighter cards that are included, and I won't go through all the stats here because I think it's cool to do that when you've got the fighters kind of built and do it with the actual fighters and miniatures. And so, but I'll just show you what's included so you know exactly what you get in the pack if you wish to pick it up. And so first we've got the Ripodactyl Riders, and they usually give you one that's a leader, like an alpha. So you've got like one there for the regular Ripodactyl Rider, and then one if you want to go for the alpha. So we've got 2 of those. And then we've also got the Pterodon Riders. And if you pick up a set of Pterodon Riders, you can build them as either Pterodon riders or Ripidactyl riders. And so this again is going to give you the different options. So we've got like the javelin spear, we've got another type of weapon there, and again we've got the leader Rumark. So there we've got the alpha. So you'll get 3 for that. So if you picked up a set of these, the cards would really come in handy. So that's great. But this is what I'm interested in. Here's the cards for the Saurus Knights. And so we've got the Saurus Knight with club there. We've got the Saurus Knight with this kind of axe. And then we've got another one. He's got the spear. And I'd also be looking for the alpha. So I'd want that one to be in here. But I don't think it is. Let's have a look. So we get 3 for the Saurus Knights. And then we've got this guy who looks to be a Saurus Guard. And then we're looking at skinks next. So lots of different skinks with all the different weapons. And so these are going to be perfect for the Underworld set. Another Saurus Guard. So here we are. So we've got like the leader. So you could take a Saurus Guard leader in. Saurus Warrior. I think he's a warrior too. And there's another Saurus Warrior leader. So no Saurus Knight Alpha, which is a real shame. But I can make that from the book. So this is where you kind of are lacking with the cards. It's going to be missing some of the fighters you might want. And it's certainly going to be missing a lot of the leaders. So that's something to bear in mind. But I think it's nice you can get these cards at least and then make some cards for the ones that aren't included in the pack. And I think that works really nicely then. And here's a close look at the abilities card. And again, I'm going to run through the abilities in the video that I'm put on the channel for the Saurus Knights and for building the Warband. So if you're interested in kind of listening to each of these abilities in detail, then that's the video to check out. And I'll also be including the abilities from the Sentinels of Order book as well. So we'll go into a bit more depth, certainly for the leaders, and give some options. Because in the Underworld set, there's tons of leaders that we could, or fighters we could use as different types of leaders. So it gives us lots of options. But these cards are great to have the main abilities on one page because these are going to match up to the book. There might be some updates in the book, but pretty much it's going to match. So it's really nice to have this handy out on the table for the main ones. And then you can just use the book or even just print off some of the other abilities and certainly for the leader ones that apply to the fighters you've chosen. So just a very quick video for this one today and just to show you what you get in the card pack and also the differences between the abilities and the fighter cards between the card packs and the Sentinels of Order book. I'd love to hear what you think about the card packs. Have you picked any up recently, or which ones are you looking to get? And what do you think of the Seraphon ones? What's included? Do you think it's good value for money? So join in the comment section below. It'd be great to hear from you. I think these are definitely worth picking up, and for £5, 10 pence at Element Games, I think it's well worth it for what you get. And again, there's a link in the description for that, and it'll be an affiliate link, but it won't cost you anything extra. In fact, you're going to save up to 20% there on your products, and for every sale made for an affiliate link, I get a small commission, and that's going to help me develop the channel and make loads more videos like this. So thanks so much for that support. I really appreciate it. If you like this kind of content and would like to support the channel, then please check out my Patreon page. And thanks to everyone who's joined so far. It's really awesome. We hang out on Discord, talk about the hobby, share ideas and help each other out. And you'll get some perks there that you're not going to find anywhere else. So I'll put a link in the description and it'll be great to see you there. It'll be awesome to see you on the other video where I go through the Seraphon Warband, including the Saurus Knights and the Underworlds Starblood Stalkers, and I'll tie them in with the card packs and the Sentinels of Order book. But thanks so much for watching this video. Please like if you like it, subscribe for more videos like this, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to join me next time on Tabletop Skirmish Games.